Good morning, children. Now I'll be taking the lesson number 7, that is weather, climate and adaptations of animals to climate. I have already finished 6 lessons and the notes is sent. All might have completed your notes. If you have not completed, please complete the notes and keep up to the mark and be ready for the test. Very soon you may have a test. So now let us continue. Do you remember the things that were asked to pack when you were going for a hill station? So what do you do when you're going for the hill station? What weather will be there? There you feel cool, isn't it? The weather will be cold. So what do you take? You take your sweaters, you take your shawls, woolen socks, all these things you pack it up, isn't it? When the sky is cloudy, your parents insist that for you to carry an umbrella. Usually to school when you are coming. If supposing morning if it is drizzling, what your parents will do? They'll just keep the raincoat as well as the umbrella in your bag. Then any family function, when it is there, first they see the weather. If it is raining season, then they keep it in the daytime so that in the evening it may rain it. You must have also heard the experts discussing the weather before the start of the game. Yeah, you might have seen the cricket match, hockey match on the TV. Sometimes what happens, in between only they stop the match. Do you know for what? Because of the bad weather. What happens? It may start raining. So it will be, the players will not be able to play in the ground. So the game will be stopped. So they'll decide whether to keep the match the next day or no, the following day or no. So like this they decide based on the weather. Have you wondered why the weather may have profound effect on the game? It has a profound effect on our lives. Many of our daily activities are planned based on the weather predicted for that day. There are daily reports of the weather on the television and radio and in newspapers. You might have seen the news, isn't it? At the end of the news, they give the weather report of the metro cities, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, like this they show the weather report, how is the weather in that places. But do you know what this weather really means? So what do you mean by the weather? So in this chapter, we will study about the weather and climate. We will also see how different forms of life are adapted to the climate of their habitat. So this was the introduction about the weather and climate. Now let us continue. Now weather and climate have a great impact on our daily life. So what is that impact on our daily life by weather and climate? Weather and climate determine the type of clothes we wear. Yeah, according to the weather, we wear the clothes. If it is hot, we wear the cotton clothes, isn't it? And if it is cold, we wear the sweaters along with the clothes, isn't it? And if it is moderate temperature, we wear as usual the clothes and go to school. Any type. It is not only cotton or not only woolen, other than that. Mode of transport we use, then this will determine how to transport. If the weather is good, we go by walk. If it is raining or something like that, we cannot go by walk, isn't it? Even the mode of transport we use depends on the weather and climate. And the type of food we grow and eat. Yeah, the type of food what we grow and eat also depends on the weather and climate. All the living organisms are adapted to survive in the climatic conditions of their natural habitat. So all the living organisms, we are adapted to survive in the climatic conditions, which are the natural house. Habitat means here it is a house where we have adjusted to this environment. So if it is raining and all, we would like to eat the hot things, isn't it? Hot tea, then hot coffee, hot milk, all those things. If it is cold, we use this, isn't it? If it is hot, If the weather is very hot, what we eat or what we drink the cold things, isn't it? Like lassi, cool drinks, etc. The day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind, speed, etc. is called the weather at that place. So how we can tell what is the weather at that place? So what they see in that, first the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at that place. So with respect to temperature, then humidity, then how much of the rainfall it has, then the wind and the speed of the wind, etc. So all these things will tell the weather of that place, of a particular place. The temperature, humidity, rainfall, snowfall, wind, speed, etc. are called the elements of weather. So now here these, the temperature, humidity, rainfall, snowfall, wind speed, these are called as the elements of the weather. The weather at a place changes every day. Sometimes it is more warm, more humid, more cloudy or more windy. Yeah. So the weather at a place changes every day. Will not have the same weather every day. Sometimes it may be warm, sometimes it may be humid, sometimes it may be cloudy or sometimes it may be windy. Sometimes it is less warm, less humid, less cloudy or less windy also. It may rain for an hour in the morning and then become sunny and clear right after that. Yeah. Sometimes it will rain in the morning and within no time again you can see the sun also, not even 1 hour before. Just it rains and after a little while you can see the sun. Isn't it sunny and clear right after that? So we can see the sky again clear, as if it had not rained like that. So here these are the weather. So this is sunny, this is windy, this is cloudy and this is a rainy. We find that the daily weather report carries information about the temperature, humidity and rainfall during the past 24 hours. So I told you weather report every day, you can see it in the newspaper or you can hear it on the radio or you can see it on the TV. So how they get this information? They collect the information about the temperature of that particular day, humidity and rainfall during the past 24 hours. It also predicts the weather for the day. So it also tells us how the weather is going to be for that day, for that particular day. So only in the TV when you're watching in the weather report, usually they say when it is going to rain and all. So the fishermen will not go for the fishing and all. So they have to avoid. So they'll see the weather report. According to that, the people will go. Otherwise the people, if it is going to rain or floods and all, they'll be warned before only. So they vacate that places and move far from those places. Humidity. As you might know, it is a measure of the moisture in the air. So what is humidity? Though it rains everything, but still what we feel? Hot, isn't it? Nowadays in Gulbarga we are feeling, though it is raining and all, but after some time you see again we feel hot. So that is called as the humidity. So what it is? It is the moisture in the air. That is the water content in the air. Now let us study about the meteorological department. So this meteorological department of the government collects the data on temperature, humidity, wind, etc. and makes the weather prediction. So this, who will collect the weather report in the meteorological department? So they will collect all the data based on temperature, humidity, wind and make the weather prediction. Means they'll tell what type of weather is going to be for that particular day. Meteorology is the interdisciplinary scientific study of the atmosphere. So what is meteorology? Study of the atmosphere. A meteorologist is a person who studies the weather. So who is a meteorologist? A person who studies the weather. Weather experts use computer technology and data from earth stations and satellites to predict the weather. So how these experts will collect the report? First what they'll do, they'll use the computer technology and the data from the earth stations and through the satellites, and they'll predict the weather of that particular place. So here we have studied about the meteorology and meteorological department. What does this meteorological department of the government does? It collects the data on temperature, humidity and wind and makes the report of that particular day, the weather report. Then what are meteorology? Meteorology is a interdisciplinary scientific study of the atmosphere. So meteorology is study of the atmosphere. A meteorologist is a person who studies the weather. So they'll get the information using the computer technology and the data from the stations as well as the satellites to tell about the or predict the weather of that particular place. So now here you can see a weather report of 7 days. So here you can see in the picture. So this is 22nd August. So the temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. Then this is 23rd. So 1 week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 days. Monday 28, Tuesday 27, Wednesday it may be 26, Thursday again it may be 27, again Friday it may be 29, again Saturday it may be 26, again Sunday. So like this up and down you will have the temperature won't be same. The temperature may be sometimes more and sometimes less. Therefore, the temperature of our atmosphere is changing every day. So by seeing this weather report of 7 days, we can tell that temperature of our atmosphere is changing every day. It is not constant or it is not same the whole of week or for 7 days. Now, changes in weather. The weather is generally not the same on any 2 days, and there is a lot of changes in the weather over weeks and months. So when the weather is not same for 1 or 2 days, then there will be a lot of change for over a week and for month and for years. So why these all changes are being taking place? So all the changes in the weather is caused by the sun. So how it is caused? By the sun. From the weather report of newspaper, record the information in the table below and observe the changes in temperature, humidity and rainfall for a week. So here in your textbook also it is given this table on page number 69. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to write first date. What is the date? 7/9/2009. Here it is given in this table. So maximum temperature, how much? Minimum temperature, how much? Then humidity, how much? Maximum humidity and minimum humidity. Then rainfall. So rainfall may not be every day. Sometimes it may rain and sometimes it may not rain. So you have to record it and you have to put it in the table. Now based on that only you have an activity in your textbook on page number 68. So let us read out the activity and you can do it. So activity 7.1. So first what you have to do is cut out the weather reports of the last week from any newspaper. Everyone might be having, you might be getting the newspaper in your house, isn't it? So what you have to do? First you have to cut out the weather reports of which week. Now supposing today I have taken the lesson, today is Tuesday. So what is today date? 31st it is. So you don't take from 31st, last Mondays, that is 24th I think mostly, it may be 23rd, 24th. So from that to Saturday you have to take the reports from the newspaper. If you do not get a newspaper at home, borrow from your neighbors or friends and copy these reports in your notebook. So if you're not getting the newspaper, if you don't have newspaper at home, you can get it from your neighbors, those who are getting the newspaper, and you can copy these reports in your notebook. You can also collect weather reports from a library. So if you don't have the newspaper in the library, so there's no need for you all to go out, you can take from your neighbors or in your home. Paste all the cutouts on the white sheet or on a chart paper. Now record the information from the weather reports collected by you in table 7.1. So here table is given, you can record and you can write it. So from when you are going to write? Last Monday, not from 31st. The past week you have to write the weather report of each day. So like this. So weather data of a week, then date. Don't write 23rd 8/6. You can write it. Okay. You can write it 23rd or 24th, I think, 8 and 2020. Then you have to record. One example is given on 23rd 8/6. The maximum temperature is 36.2. Then the minimum temperature is 27.8. Minimum humidity is 54. Maximum humidity is 82. And in the rainfall column there is nothing. That means there was no rainfall on that particular day. So rainfall may not be recorded for all the days since it may not rain every day. Leave the space for rainfall blank if the data is not available. So if it has not rained, so they have left it blank. So you too can leave it blank, and which day it has rained you have to write how much it has rained. Now let us study about humidity. What is humidity? Humidity refers to the amount of water vapor present in the air. So what is humidity? Amount of water vapor which is present in air. Humidity indicates the likelihood of precipitation. A device is used to measure humidity is called a psychrometer or hygrometer. So the device by which you measure the humidity. So what is humidity? Water vapor present in the air. So to measure how much of the water vapor is present in the air, a device is used. So that device is called as psychrometer or hygrometer. So here you can see it in the picture, psychrometer. Then humidity is also measured using remotely placed satellites. So not only by this device, that is psychrometer or hygrometer, it is also measured by using the remote areas where you can use the satellites, place the satellites. Humidity is also measured using remotely placed satellites. So through satellites also they can measure the humidity in that particular place. Now let us study about rainfall. Now rainfall is measured by an instrument called rain gauge. So you might have heard in the TV and all, no, they say this much of rainfall was there. Every year this much rainfall is there in a particular place. So rainfall is measured by an instrument called as a rain gauge. It is basically measuring cylinder with a funnel on the top to collect the rain water. So what is rainfall? Rainfall is measured by an instrument called as rain gauge. It is basically a measuring cylinder with a funnel on top to collect the rain water. So every day, that is every year, particular place after the rainfall is over, they'll have some months. This month to this month you will have the rainfall. So at the end of the month, what they do, at the end of the year, they calculate how much rainfall that particular place has got it, and they tell this much of rainfall is there for this place this year, like that. If it is less, they tell that also. If it is more, they tell. If it is average also, they tell. So this area has got so much of rainfall, this area, like this particular area has got the rainfall. Rain. The greater the humidity, more are the chance of rain. So whenever you feel humidity, means more hot, isn't it? Now we can experience that. We were feeling so hot, suddenly it rains in the evening nowadays, isn't it? In Gulbarga, lot of rain we have this year. Rainfall is measured by an instrument called as rain gauge. Rain gauge is basically a measuring cylinder with a funnel on the top to collect the rain water. So you can see it in the picture like this, these funnels to collect the rain water. In India, rain is mainly brought by two kinds of humidity, laden winds. So these are the southwest monsoon. That is, in India we have two kinds of humidity or laden winds. So these are southwest monsoon. That is, from the month of June to September you will be having the rains in the southwest. It is called southwest monsoon. So here also in Gulbarga, isn't it? The rain usually starts in the month of June and ends in the month of September. But nowadays we are not having like that. Sometimes it rains after September also. So these are the southwest monsoon, June to September, which brings heavy rain to most parts of the country, and the northeast monsoon. So northeast monsoon, here it rains from November to March, which brings relatively lighter rain. So if it is in the rainy season, then you will get heavy rains, isn't it, in the most parts of the country. When it is not rainy season, that is from November to March, where we feel cold as well as hot. So here the rainfall will be less. It will be lighter rain will be there. So this is the instrument rain gauge, where you measure the rainfall or rain, how much it has rained. Can you see? This is the funnel. They put the water here and show here this level, how much it has rained in that particular region. Now look at the graph given below, which shows the maximum temperature recorded during 3rd August 2006 to 9th August 2006 at Shillong, Meghalaya. So here one example is given to you all to show the maximum temperature which is recorded for 1 week at Shillong, that is in Meghalaya. So what is there? Can you see here? Date on 3rd 8/6/26. So here this is a graph. This is showing the maximum temperature, and this is showing the date. So graph showing the variation of maximum temperature during 3rd to 9th August 2006. So these are the dates of the temperature, and this is a maximum temperature. So now on 3rd, 8th, 6th, the temperature is 26. So where is 20? This is 3rd August, the temperature is 26. So like this, isn't it? Then 4th you have 23, again it comes down. Then on 5th you have 25. 5th you have 25. Then on 6th you have 22, like this. 6th August you have 22 degrees Celsius. Then 7th you have again 25. So here 25. Then again on 8th you have 23. 8th here. This is 23. Then on 9th, that is, you will have 24.4. So here it comes 24.4. So how is the graph here? Up, down, up, down. So like this, the way it is showing the variation. Sometimes more and sometimes less. That is, one day it's more and one day it is less. So now we have seen the graph showing the variation of maximum temperature during August 3rd to August 9th of 2006. As it is clear from any weather report, the maximum and minimum temperatures are recorded every day. So from the weather report, now we have seen that maximum and minimum temperatures are recorded of every day. Do you know how these temperatures are recorded? In chapter 4, you have learned that there are special thermometers for this purpose called maximum and minimum thermometers. So now how they'll calculate the maximum and the minimum, how they'll record the maximum and the minimum temperatures. So we had studied about the thermometer used for measuring the temperature, isn't it? So now here these thermometers are used, that is maximum and the minimum. Okay, now I was telling that in the chapter 4 we had learned that there are special thermometers for calculating or for measuring the temperature. So now through that thermometers we can measure the maximum and the minimum temperature using the maximum and minimum thermometers. Now can you guess when during the day we have maximum temperature and when the minimum? So you might have seen when it is maximum temperature and when it is the minimum temperature. So can you tell me now when maximum and when minimum? Yeah, usually in the afternoons, that is after 12 we feel too hot, isn't it? And when will it be minimum? Morning, early in the morning, that is up to 7, 8 also we feel the temperature will be minimum. Now next let us study about temperature. The maximum temperature of the day at a given place occurs normally in the afternoon. So just now I told you. So when will be the maximum temperature of the day? It will be in the afternoon. Why it will be in the afternoon? Because the earth gets heated by the sun. At night, as the sun rays do not fall at that place, it cools down, thereby bringing down the temperature. So during the daytime we feel, and especially in the afternoon we feel very hot, and at the night or in the evening we feel cool. Why? Because the sun's rays do not fall at that place and it cools down, thereby bringing down the temperature. Minimum temperature occurs early in the morning. Special thermometers are called as maximum and minimum thermometers. So maximum temperature in the afternoon and minimum temperature early in the morning. Now how the effect of sun in changing of weather, or how it affects the sun in changing of weather. Let us study about it. So sun is a huge sphere of hot gases at a very high temperature. Although the distance of the sun from the earth is quite large, the distance from the sun to the earth or of the sun from the earth is quite large, still the heat and light energy emitted by the sun is so huge that it is a source of all the heat and light on the earth. So though the sun is very far from the earth, but still the earth is hot and it is heat, and we get the light on the earth. What we get? Heat as well as the light on the earth. Energy absorbed and reflected by the earth's surface. So energy is absorbed as well as reflected by the sun's surface. Oceans and the atmosphere plays an important role in determining the weather at a particular place. So oceans and the atmosphere plays an important role in determining the weather at that place. So here sun, what is sun? It is a huge sphere of hot gases, and near the sun it is very hot, isn't it? The temperature will be very high. And on the earth also, though the distance of the sun from the earth is quite large, still the heat and light energy emitted by the sun is so huge that it is a source of all heat and light on the earth. So from the sun what we are getting? Heat as well as the light on the earth. So energy absorbed and reflected by the earth's surface, then oceans and the atmosphere, all these things plays an important role in determining the weather at a particular place. So now today in this chapter we have learnt about what all we have learnt? We have learnt about the introduction, about weather and climate. Then we have studied about what is weather. That is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind, speed, etc. is called the weather at that place. Then we have studied about the elements of the weather. So what are the elements of the weather? The temperature, humidity, rainfall, snowfall, wind and speed. Then we had seen the picture of the 4 seasons, that is sunny, windy, cloudy and rainy. Then we can find the daily report, weather report. What it carries? It carries the information about the temperature, humidity and the rainfall during the past 24 hours. Then we have studied about meteorology. So what is meteorology? It is the study of the atmosphere. Then who is a meteorologist? He is a person who studies the weather. Then we have studied a weather report of 7 days. So the temperature of our atmosphere is changing every day. Then we have seen the changes in the weather. Then we had done the activity based on the weather reports of last week from any newspaper, and we had completed the activity. So here, this was the table to be completed. One example is shown for you, that is on 23rd, 8th, 6th. Now remaining you have to do it. Then we have studied about humidity. What is humidity? It is the amount of water vapor present in air. Then humidity, it is a device used to measure humidity is called as psychrometer or hygrometer. Then we have studied about rainfall. So rainfall is measured by an instrument called as rain gauge. Then we have studied about the rain. Then I showed you the instrument used to measure the rain. This is a rain gauge. Then we had done this another graph. This graph was there to represent, this was the graph showing the variation of maximum temperature during August 3rd to August 9, 2006. Then we had studied about temperature. Minimum temperature when it occurs and maximum temperature when it occurs. Then we had studied the effect of sun in changing of weather. Isn't it? Okay. Now you have to read the lesson. Everyone has to read the lesson, and the keywords are there here. And whatever table I have completed in the lesson, you should complete it. And here there are keywords. So what I have completed, you have to write. Now what is that? Elements of weather. What are the elements of weather? Temperature, humidity, all that you have to write it. Then what is climate? Isn't it? Just now I explained you. Humidity. Then what is maximum temperature and what is minimum temperature? Then weather. So this much definitions of the keywords you have to write. So if you write every day, whenever the lesson is explained, if you search and keep and write, it will be easy for you all. So tomorrow when the next part will be explained,